Good morning. It's April 8th, the morning of a solar eclipse. I'm Becky Songa. I'm an intuitive energy healer and shamanic practitioner. And traditionally, solar eclipses have been very important to all cultures and traditions, both modern and historical. And shamanic practitioners, I think, especially take note, since as a shamanic practitioner, we are very attuned to what is happening in nature, in our plant world, in our animal world, to our communities as fellow humans, and to our energy world and what is coming in to the planet in terms of energy and what we have to work with. I find it very interesting that during a solar eclipse, the intense energy of the sun, which we equate with as a masculine energy, is blocked by the moon, which we equate with as having a feminine energy. Um, and so it's a good time for us to consider that energy balance within ourselves, the masculine and the feminine energy, and how it is functioning within us. It's a really good time during the solar eclipse if you have time during it or during this 24-hour cycle, whether you're in the path of the eclipse or not, to just take some time and notice if there's anything that feels missing, or maybe you feel like something is present that hadn't been before. These are really important things for us to consider, because the solar eclipse has been known historically as a time of recalibration, connection to community, and a time of personal and communal transformation. But it's really hard for us to understand how to transform something and how to move from maybe one place that we're at to another if we don't have a clear picture of actually where we're at and where we want to go. And I think that that is what the solar eclipse provides us, a really opportune time to take into consideration where we've been, what we need to let go of, and where we're going, and what we need in terms of will and energy to be able to transform and move into the life that we desire. Um, I think, if you have some time during this next 24 hours to actually check in and ask yourself, like, is there anything that felt like during the time when the sun was shadowed was missing, that could kind of give you a clue? Maybe you'll find that something you felt really passionately about could be a concept or an issue or a project that you're doing. But maybe during that time, you have a little bit of a breath and you don't feel quite um, so passionate and quite like it's so urgent that you keep working on it with the drive and and the consumption that you've had in the past. It really could also give you some time to see where maybe you have had some addictions that maybe aren't what you would consider normal addictions. Maybe it's not to the usual things like um, alcohol or drugs or food or sex. Um, Maybe you're addicted to a view or a stance that you've been taking. Maybe you've been so passionate about it that you aren't able to take in any new information that might help you be able to move through your challenge with it in a different way. So, this is a good time to just reflect on these things. What do you feel during this time period is maybe missing? Or maybe you feel some relief. What is that relief about? Is it physical? Is it emotional, spiritual? These are all really good questions to ask. And when you do, I guarantee that you'll get the answers yourself. I work with a lot of people in coaching who want to come to me and have an intuitive session. And I love that. I love being able to work intuitively with people. But one of the things that generally happens as we move through each session and as they become stronger and stronger in listening to intuition is that their intuition develops better and better. They don't need to come to me to intuit what they are looking for to help them emerge well daily. They're able to discern that on their own. So I think that it's really interesting during this time to check in with yourself about things that need to be let go of, or things that need to have more energy put behind them. That this is the great thing about a solar eclipse is we have this opportunity to do both, to let the things that need to be let go of and burnt up to burn up and go out. And the things that need to have new energy or renewed energy to put behind them to create this life that we're looking for, we can also find that during this solar eclipse energy. Now, the solar eclipse is falling in Aries, which is also a fire sign. So for the solar eclipse in Aries meditation, I will be doing a fire meditation. Just want to check in my notes if there's anything else that came through as I was doing some intuitive work for this video. I did write down, maybe the darkness will illuminate what is right in your life, and the return of the sun will provide the fire, the passion, and the drive you need to move forward. So I thought that that was really interesting when it came through. I have found in the past many years as a Buddhist practitioner and also a shamanic practitioner that there is actually a lot that can be illuminated in the dark. That doing meditation and personal work on the darkness actually can provide a lot of illumination and light. And that seems to be contradictory, but it is true. And I think eclipses provide the opportunity for us to experience that, to sit with the energy of the sun being blocked and to let things be illuminated for us. They may be things that we need to let go of, like we said before, maybe some addictive behaviors or and like I said, that doesn't necessarily mean addictions to what we normally equate addictions to. We are all addicted to things in one way or another, and a lot of times it's the drama in our life. So, you know, that is something for you to consider during this time is what can be illuminated for you, both illuminated as to what needs to be let go and illuminated as to what you need to put more energy into. The transformational energy of fire, both in creating and destroying, can be harnessed for your highest good. It will help you to burn up or let go that which no longer serves you and provides the energy you seek to transform the seeds you've been planting into a bounty you can enjoy yourself and with others. You are being offered the light of discernment. That is the quality of really being able to know truth. I think in this time of political and unrest all over the world, lots of people spouting different forms of their truth. And with time of AI, when things can be created that may look very real but aren't real, I think it's really important that during this solar eclipse that we soak up this energy of discernment that is being promised to us. So that will come into play here in the meditation. Um, and I think that's really all I had for my notes. So I always, before I get into meditation, I want to mention that if you have any questions or would like to contact me directly for any intuitive work or to speak to me, I'm happy to do that. You're welcome to comment here in the comments or to direct message me. So now let's get into the solar eclipse meditation. We're coming up within just an hour or so of the solar eclipse coming across the path where I live. So it's really a good time for us to start the meditation. I'm going to first call in the energies of the 4 directions. And actually, I prefer to do the 5 directions. So we'll do that right now. I invite you to get comfortable now. Hopefully you found a seat or laying down somewhere where your central channel can be open. You can breathe easily and energy can move and flow in your body. And go ahead and close your eyes if it feels comfortable, or if you prefer, you can take a soft focus and just, I would soften your eyelids so that they're about halfway closed or so, and then just soften your gaze so you have no focus. And now just start to notice your breath. You don't need to control it, just notice it. Now imagine that you're sitting in your favorite place, or maybe the only place you've ever seen the sun rise. Imagine sitting there just before it starts to come up over the horizon. The sky is slightly light and you are able to see, but the actual sun has not come up high enough that it is shining directly on you. The light is getting brighter and brighter as the sun moves up, up in the sky. And soon you are able to feel the sun rays, its warmth on your skin. You're noticing that In facing the sun, that it is warming the front of you, but the back of you still feels cool from the morning. The sun is rising quite quickly and has become almost blinding in its brightness. You feel the energy from it. You feel it deep in every cell, stirring them to move faster. The sun has become so bright that without sunglasses or something, a hat to shade your eyes, it's almost too bright to look very far. But suddenly, a shadow starts to appear across the sun. You can't really look at it, but you can feel it and you can sense it in the environment around you. The light is changing, feeling almost as if somebody put a sunshade over part of the sun, and it's causing, a dimness, almost a muddiness in the light. And you start to notice your body and the temperature difference. Your back and your front don't feel so different anymore. Where before you may have felt a great energy moving through your cells, making them move faster, promoting you to move faster. And now you feel a coolness, a calmness. You still feel energetic, but there's been some steam released. You no longer feel the drive and passion to feel so chaotic inside. You may want to ask yourself, what is the darkness illuminating as the sun becomes more and more shaded by the moon? The sun is almost completely blocked now. Scan your body, scan your mental constitution and your emotional constitution. How do they feel during this time of eclipse? You notice anything missing? And if the answer is yes, is it something that feels good to have it gone? Are you feeling relief? Or do you feel appreciative of the quality that you might notice as missing? Just sit in non judgment, just noticing what is there and what is not. Now, imagine yourself as you are sitting in this place watching the solar eclipse, that you have two arrows, if you will, or sticks. On one of the arrows, you pick up and you write down something that you noticed that was illuminated, that you'd like to let go of. Maybe a word or two. Just write that down on the arrow. And now take that arrow and throw it into the sun, the eclipsed sun. Throw it as hard as you can, straight at the sun being eclipsed by the moon, knowing that the masculine and feminine energies present now will take care of it perfectly. It may soar for miles until you can't see it anymore. Or maybe when you threw it, it burned up. Or maybe you're sitting on a hillside and it just gently floated down, down, down to the bottom of a canyon. And what does that feel like now that you have let that go and sent that energy away? And now you pick up the other arrow or stick that you have next to you, and you write on it something that was illuminated that you want to put your energy and passion towards. There may be things that have been illuminated during the session. Write those down. These are the things that you intend to bring into your life or to transform in your life, to bring about personal and communal well-being. Now take the stick and throw it at the solar eclipse as hard as you can. And just notice what happens to your stick. Does it keep going, going, going out into space, flying into the sun and moon? Does it burn up as the sun makes its escape from behind the moon and start to illuminate the earth again? Does it also descend down, down, down the mountain into the canyon, out of sight? Again, take note of how your body feels. How does your mind, your mental constitution feel? And check in with your emotional body and your spiritual body. Imagine that the eclipse is ending, the sun coming out from behind the moon more and more, and the light increasing around you. It's a beautiful yellowy light at first. It has a lot of energy and love, and you can feel it as it shines upon you. And as we begin to close the meditation, we take a moment to appreciate all that we learned about ourselves and our personal transformation. We appreciate all that was illuminated in the darkness. And we appreciate all that has been intended for the highest good. Now visualize yourself standing in the place where you observe the solar eclipse and bowing, paying respect to the natural order of things all around us. And visualize walking back to the home or the building that you are sitting in now, knowing that a profound transformation has taken place. That which needs to be let go has been illuminated, and you have received passionate energy to resume activities that will contribute to your personal and your communal well-being. Let's take 3 breaths and bring ourselves back now from the meditation. Opening your eyes, wiggling your toes. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. I hope that your experience with the solar eclipse will be illuminating. If you're able to see it, I hope you enjoy your experience. But no matter where you are in the world, you can do this meditation and many other meditations that I'm sure that you could find online that will help you to take the solar eclipse energy, and especially for the next 6 months, to really use that to intensify your activities that will bring about well-being. Thank you for joining me. Again, my name is Becky Sangha. If you'd like to make an appointment with me and meet with me personally for any intuitive or shamanic practice, I'd be happy to meet with you. You can find information for booking with me on my website at emergewellholistics.com. Until then, bye for now.